Hello, welcome to Happy Little Yarn, episode 105 maybe? Let's look and verify. I always like to know what episode it is, especially over 100. I mean, it's been on a lot so far. 105, yes, welcome to 105. My name is Amy. I come to you from Leesburg, Georgia, and this is just my little part of the internet where I like to talk about my knitting and crochet. What? That is right. I took a crochet class this week at the library, and I'm excited to tell you about that. But I hope you have something yummy to drink. I have an Italian roast coffee, and a cozy pair of pajamas, and a blanket to snuggle up in, and something to work on. So grab some yarn, and let's talk. Talk about all the knitting and what little crochet I got done last night. Okay. I do have a bunch of notes I need to go over. So if I look down, I'm looking at my notes. I didn't have time to type them out, so I just jotted them down on a notepad. I am having a shop update tomorrow, March 1st at 12 p.m. Eastern Time at happylittleyarn.com. I am going to have 2 shop updates in the month of March, on the 1st and 15th. And in this shop update, I'm going to have some of the butterfly bags. There will be no larges in this shop update, just smalls and mediums. And some Charlotte's Web bags. So if you want a Charlotte's Web bag or a butterfly bag, Monarch butterfly bag, they will be available tomorrow. This is a small. That is a medium. And these will be available tomorrow. And then on the 15th, I'll have more, I think, mediums, smalls, and larges then. But for now, that is the shop update. It will be 12 o'clock Saturday, 12 p.m. Saturday, Eastern Time. I would appreciate it if you came by and checked it out. I really do appreciate it. Well, I have a lot to talk about today. No FOs, I mean. I've been on an FO kick. I finished that Great Garter Bomber, the Hoodala, something else I can't even remember. I've just been finishing things. I'm really happy with myself. Been working on it hard. This week, not much progress on anything. In fact, if anything, I went backwards. Let's talk what all is in this bag. This small little black Purl magic bag holding 3 projects. I just shoved everything in there, and I've had it in my bag all week, and I've just been walking around working on all this. So first, let's just talk about the exciting stuff first, shall we? The new and exciting. I started crochet. So my coworker last week came to me. She's like, Amy, there's a crochet class at the library in the town over from where I live. That's the town I work in as well. It takes about 15 minutes to get to that library from my house. Not very far. And she's like, there's a crochet class. I want to learn. Go with me. I'm like, okay, sure. So I went last night, and to my surprise, I used to teach at the library in Leesburg, where I live, a knitting class. It was like 10 years ago, 10, 11, 12 years ago. And one of the women that I taught how to knit was teaching the crochet class. I came in, she's like, Amy? She was so excited. She's like, you taught me, the one that taught me how to knit is here. She's like, you changed my life. Y'all, I was so honored, and like, I felt so appreciated that my knitting changed somebody's life. My ability to knit and teach somebody how to knit, Like, just changed them. So all she does is knit and crochet now. And she works at the library, but she teaches knit and crochet classes. Every other week is crochet. Every other week is knitting. So I met another knitter there, and I learned how to crochet. They were all crocheting last night, so I was like, I'll just crochet. I brought a hook, brought some yarn. This is my leftover yarn, Speckled Concrete, I believe it was called, from the cat lady. She dyed it for me, Andrea. It's bulky weight, so I thought it'd be good to learn with. And I've got the wonkiest thing to show you. So this is my crochet. I was just practicing single crochets because the lady I was sitting next to, I was like, I just want to crochet amigurumi. That's really the only reason why I'm here, is I want to crochet all the cute little stuffed animals. So she's like, single crochets, that's all you need to know. Because basically it's the magic loop and single crochets. I'm like, okay, let's just start with getting the stitches down. So they worked with me. And I was doing pretty good. I mean, if you hold it like kind of like this, it's kind of straight. But if you let it go, it kind of curls and does this L shape. I don't know what I did. And then I learned how to count my stitches. Duh, you count the V's on the top. I always thought you counted on the side like knitting. And I'm proud of myself. That's a couple rows I did in an hour. Not too bad. Everybody else was just practicing the chain stitch. Doing a chain. I'm like, I know how to do a chain. I don't know how to get to the second row, the third row, and the fourth row. So the girl beside me was teaching me while the girl that was teaching the class was helping the other people that had no clue what to do. Kind of like me, but I had a little bit more. So I was able to hold the yarn. I caught on pretty fast. I don't know what I did to cause the L shape. But I'm going to rip this out and start over. I just wanted to show you all what I did. I crocheted. Yay. So, that was really exciting. The fact that she was there teaching the class, and she teaches knitting now. She says it has come full circle. Because I was there teaching her at one point, now she's teaching me. I thought it was so cute. That made my whole week. It was just amazing. I got to experience that last night. And I made some new friends. The girl that was helping beside me, she was crocheting a blanket. And she had just knit Andrea Mowry shawl. I think it's called Crest or something like that. I don't remember. And it was beautiful. And yeah, I met some new people. So that's great. More knitters in town than I thought. So I was going to go to the knit class this coming week on Thursday night. But I forgot I have a root canal Thursday at 3 o'clock. So I might not be able to go. Let's talk about another project. This one, less exciting. It is my Lemonade Shop yarn, You're So Quirky. As you remember last week, I had about this much done. So, to my surprise, and my ability to count, my astonishment on how well I'm able to count, I thought I cast on 90 stitches, but I had only casted on 80. And if you would remember, I was trying to replicate this hat, the coloring, because I love the coloring of this hat so much, but it's always too tight. Well, this hat I had almost finished. I was at the crown decreases. Last Sunday I was on a Zoom with my friends. We were all knitting and I tried it on. I was about to start the crown decreases and I held it up to this hat. I was like, well, that looks awful small, but let's try it on. So I was careful and I tried it on too tight. I don't even think 90 stitches would have been enough because I forgot I used a size smaller needle. Because I think on the regular DK hats that I knit, these are the Enchanted evening caps, by the way, by yours truly. So I think I use a US size 9 16-inch circular needle, and I cast on, I don't remember what the pattern says, honestly. I kind of wing it and do my own thing. But I'm using size 8s with these. I think 90 stitches would be even too tight on my head because I do like it really loose. I don't like it snug. So I frogged back. I'll put a picture of what the hat looked like before I frogged it. Beautiful. Absolutely love how this yarn is turning out. If I didn't love how much the yarn was turning out, I would not have ripped it back, because knitting the same yarn twice just sounds kind of boring in the same project. But this yarn is so much fun. I just love how it's coming out. Look at all that coloring. And it's not pulling in any particular way. It looks like a koi fish. So I ripped it back. First I got a huge mess of yarn barf. I accidentally crossed the laser beams. If you know Ghostbusters, don't cross the beams. I'll cross the internal. I pulled from the center and put it on my yarn winder, and I accidentally crossed it with the active yarn from the outside, and it got into a big knotted mess. It took about 3 hours for me to get it out total. My daughter stood there with moral support for me, and we finally got it out. But yeah, I was not thinking. I crossed paths, the two yarns, and they just went brrr, and it was a mess. Got it out though, and got it wound. So that's the Enchanted Evening Cap by yours truly, Amy. If I will leave the link below if you would like a copy of the pattern. It's a free pattern. And I should probably look at my pattern, how I knit it, but it's just an idea. You can gauge it to whatever you want. If you'd rather use a smaller needle, or if all you have is a smaller needle, just cast on some extra stitches. Just gauge on how, always gauge on if it fits the circular needles well. If it looks a little too big, then by the time you join the brim, it's probably perfect. That's how I do it. Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. But I know for a fact the DK weight Enchanted Evening Cap pattern I have posted on Ravelry. I don't know where that hat is, or I would show you. It fits very well. I like the numbers in that pattern. Last thing in this bag of tricks, my bag of yarn tricks. I can't believe 3 projects fit in this little bag. I mean, it's a little bag. It's so cute. This is like my new favorite bag. I need more of them. Black Pearl Magic. I think I saw where she has a big bag, a really big bag. I don't know if they're available right now. I should have clicked on the link and looked, but I can't remember. Okay, and I did make a little progress on my Fashion School Dropout yarn that came with the Black Pearl Magic bag for the Valentine's box. Look how pretty that is. Look at all those colors. This colorway is called Candy Hearts, and it came with a purple mohair mini. And I forgot to bring that in here. But I have the purple in the cuff only, because I thought it'd be nice, soft around my ankles or wherever it hits my leg. And I was just finished with the cuff last week, so I've knit all that leg so far. I think that's about all the leg I want. I might knit another 1/2 inch, and then I'll mark it and put the tube for the foot in, do the toe, and then the afterthought heel. Look at that color. Isn't that beautiful? I love light colors like this. Not really pastel, kind of pastel, but not like in-your-face Easter. It's more delicate, colorful fun, if that makes sense. So that's all the progress I got done on my sock, which is fine. I did not knit really that much this week. It feels like. And oh, I have one more project. I have been working on my Charlevoix sweater. And I can never remember who, Jennifer Beaumont, I think. But I will put the information on the screen, whichever side I do that on. And I wanted to show you what progress I made on my Charlevoix sweater. It is still only one sleeve on. I have not got to the second sleeve yet. But this is it in its entirety so far. And I think last week I was only at... Okay, I was on the sleeve. I knit a little bit more. And I started the cuff of the sleeve, basically. I think I'm 7 or 8 rows in the cuff. All it is one row stockinette, one row garter. I mean, purl. Garter stitch, in other words. So that is not ribbing, which is fantastic because ribbing can get tedious. But that's nice because the bottom, the ribbing on the bottom is also that garter stitch. And it doesn't curl up, so that's great. But I'm hoping to knock this cuff out this weekend and start the other sleeve this weekend. My plan is to sew tomorrow. Well, no, I have to do 3 rows of top stitching on a few bags. And that'll take like 5 minutes. 5 or 10 minutes, if I'm careful. And then I have to do a product review video because I forgot to do that last weekend. I'm going to do another product review video that will be listed on a separate playlist. And I just want to knit this weekend. I'm kind of going to take a break from a lot of sewing this weekend. Focus on some, knitting. Or crochet. I might try crocheting a little bit more. I want to practice and kind of impress them next time. Like, oh, look at that. You're faster now. Probably won't get too much faster, but a girl can dream. A girl can dream. Okay. And then I have another little critter crawling around in my head. A new craft I want to try. Where'd it go? Right there. I have been watching, I think her name's Kate, of The Last Homely House. How sweet is she? If you're into sewing, highlighting hand sewing primarily, you should go check out The Last Homely House on YouTube. She loves English paper piecing. She's so good at it that she's making me want to try it. Okay, I'm going to try it. So I got some little hexagons to try my hand at English paper piecing. And I got some of the thread that she suggested. It's AURIFIL 50 weight thread. I'll put a little blurb here on the screen of what the brand is and the weight. But she uses the color Dove, which is 2600, the number 2600 for the color, and she says it doesn't really show up on any fabric color. So it's a good neutral to work with. But she also praises Liberty fabric. Now, I know what Liberty fabric is. It's expensive. That's what it is. But they were having a Duckadilly, this website called Duckadilly that sells like Liberty fabric scraps and charms and whatnots. they were having a little sale not long ago. And I got 1, 2, 3 packs of some Liberty fabric to try. I got them all in similar colors. This is the reds. And there's about, I think it said 30 some charms in one pack. Or maybe it was less. I don't know. It's 5 by 5. You can get 4 hexagons out of this. Let's cut them in squares. 4 squares. And then I got pale pink. And again, just different pale pink patterns. And then pink charms. And all kinds of different. I haven't opened them. I'm scared to open them, honestly. I'm scared to even work with them. But I'd rather hand sew with something this valuable. What do I want to say valuable? That way I know I'm not messing it up. Because hand stitching, you have more control than a sewing machine, I think. So I'm going to try my hand at English paper piecing. I don't know when I'm going to have time to do that. I might try 1 or 2 this weekend. A little hexagons. We'll see. I never thought I would be interested in English paper piecing. But I watched The Last Homely House, and she is so delightful, and she just enjoys it so much. I'm like, it couldn't hurt. Couldn't hurt. So I'm going to try it. And before we go into acquisitions, I want to tell you about Stitch Quest. Today is February 28th, the last day of February. So if you are participating in the first challenge of Stitch Quest for this quarter, Vela the Thought Tangling Witch, the Thought Tangler Witch, if you have been participating, and I haven't talked to Andrea about this, but I'm going to host this part of it, so this is fine. But go check out Andrea the Cat Lady too. She is helping me co-host Stitch Quest. But if you have chatted in the Challenge 1, Vela the Thought Tangler Witch, that's the name of the thread on Ravelry, and I'll link it below. If you have chatted in that, I'm going to draw for a pattern prize winner on, let's say, Monday, March the 3rd. I don't know what time of day, but I'll post it in the thread since this is primarily a Ravelry make-along. Stitch Quest is a year-long fantasy-themed make-along that myself and Andrea, the Cat Lady, are hosting. But I'm going to give you till May 3rd, all the chatter on up until May 3rd, or March 3rd, I'm sorry, March 3rd, will count as for one person winning a pattern prize. It was a fun little challenge. There's a lot of head accessories in there. We got hats and headbands, and one person did a color work hat that was stunning. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, she don't have the name of the pattern on there. Vestavind, Vestavind, by Inger Berg. I will post a picture of her hat right here. It's beautiful. I can't believe that is so professional looking. It's beautiful color work. So I'm really excited with all the different projects that popped up this week in the thread on Ravelry. So if you want a chance to win a pattern prize, you don't have to enter finished object, because I didn't finish either. Mine would have been finished, but I had a frog back. If you want a chance to win a pattern prize, just go chatter, comment on other people's, root people along that are posting things. You know, camaraderie. I guess that's the word for friendship, making a community. I don't know. It's in a Sabrina Carpenter song. Camaraderie. Yeah. Questionable word, I guess. Don't know the exact meaning. Alright, now acquisitions. I want to show y'all the most amazing acquisition I've had in a while. The Naughty Knitress what did I do with her card? Oh, I left it in the kitchen. She sent me a little bag of goodies with this. A little keychain and some needle stoppers. And she's my friend, Andy, the Naughty Knitress. She has her own yarn shop, and she has online yarn shop as well. She posts her products online. But she has a 3D printer, and I know this. And I ask her for favors sometimes. And she did not disappoint this time. I sent her a picture of this yarn bowl that was the Death Star. She came through. Look at that. It's kind of like a sparkly black, but it's not like in your face sparkle. It's just kind of like heathered looking a little. Look at that yarn bowl. It's the Death Star. I love Star Wars. So you put your yarn in here. Let's see. Haven't used it yet. And it's going to live on my desk. And the yarn feeds through the middle of the Death Star where the laser would come out. Y'all go visit the Naughty Knitress. I will link her shop below. How cool is that? So cool. Oh, it's right beside the microphone. I should probably move it. I forgot I had the microphone plugged in. Hopefully it's plugged in. It looks a little off. I don't know. Okay, and then I showed you the fabric. Okay, I got some yarn from Sorella. She had an update, like a Taylor Swift almost themed update. I don't know if it's all Taylor Swift. No, that one's not. I don't think that one is either. But this is August. This is on a Surrey DK. 70% Surrey alpaca, 23% recycled nylon, and 7% wool. 284 yards per 100 grams. So this is a DK weight Surrey. I want to try to make an enchanted evening cap out of this. Now I have other colorways on this base too, but I thought this one would be a very beautiful winter enchanted evening cap and very fuzzy and warm. And it's going to be awesome. And the colorway name is August. It's like a pale pinky peach. Pale pink. Pinky peach. We know I love peach. And then I got... Let me take it out of the bag. This is all Sorella. I'll put the name on the screen so you understand what I'm saying, because I'm probably... What colorway is this? California Poppy. This is on her Cashmere DK. 80% superwash merino wool, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon, 231 yards per 100 grams is her DK weight. Look how pretty. I love the orange. And oddly enough, this is coming out awful familiar. So this colorway is called Opportunities. And it's the same base, Cashmere DK. But are y'all seeing a theme here? I think I have a new color combo that I'm really liking these days. Pink and orange. I mean, these are all spaced apart a lot. I did not buy any of these together. This is years old. This is a few months ago. And this was probably a few months ago. But I forgot I bought both of these, actually. Pink and orange. Makes a beautiful peach, right? I love peaches. The color peach is my favorite. Always and forever. And I got one more color from Sorella Yarn. But she sent me the wrong base. Which is... I reached out to her and asked what can we do, because I really need the classic DK base. Because I want to take my Moonglow yarns, the pinks and the reds right there, and I wanted to make a black sweater with stripes of the red and pink. Well, I got this audition colorway, which I think was Taylor Swift themed. It's supposed, on this base, it looks kind of like a grayish black, but it's black. This is the Surrey DK again, which is a more expensive base. But I ordered 4 of them. And I ordered Classic DK. I double checked my, the receipt, the email, and it said Classic DK. So I'm hoping she will let me mail these back to her and swap them out for the Classic DK. Because I really need the black yarn. I told her I really needed it for a project. Is there anything we can do? I will mail these back gladly. These are not mine. These are probably somebody else's. And someone else probably got mine. So, I really need my black yarn. So, if anybody knows, I think her name's Ashley at Sorella. Tell her, please respond to me. I just emailed her last night, so have not heard back yet. I'm really hoping I can get my yarn. If not, I'll mail it back and get my money back. I mean, either way, it's fine. I don't need 4 skeins of Surrey DK. I don't know what I would do with 4 skeins of this. This is that fluffy hat I want to make, but I mean, one would be awesome in an Enchanted evening cap. It's a beautiful fiber. I just don't need 4 of those. Maybe 1, but not 4. Okay, that's all for acquisitions. I guess life now. I had some fun news come through yesterday. Life is lifing right now. Between my tooth, I've been really trying hard not to smile the past couple of weeks, but be chipper at the same time. I found out that the person that hit my car 2 or 3 weeks ago reported bogus information on her insurance to the police officer. That's right, uninsured driver hit me. So, thank goodness I have the uninsured motorist protection plan on my insurance. So, I have to pay a deductible now. But I was really looking forward to not having to shell out a few $100s. Because, I mean, I make these bags now to cover my daughter's health insurance every month. That's basically why I sew so much on the weekends, is to help my daughter. I sew these bags to help my daughter cover her health insurance policy every month. I really did not want to get my tooth. I had to get care credit to cover my tooth. I'll have that paid off in 6 or 7 months. But I don't want to shell out $1,000 for a tooth all at once. It's a big investment. I can't do it. And then, now my car. Which, it would be okay if it wasn't for the little door on the bumper that houses the sensors wiring. Keeps falling out and dangling and hitting my car as I'm driving, and I'm thinking things are hitting my car. It's got to be fixed. Maybe not a whole new bumper. I can live with the little cracks and scratches. I just need that little dangly piece to stop falling out all the time. Anyways, uninsured motorist hit my car. My root canal is Thursday, March 6th. Usually I record on Fridays after I get off work at 12 o'clock. And if I am not able to record next week, I will post something on YouTube and Instagram announcing that I won't be able to record. I don't know what my mouth condition will be like. I mean, I'm already missing a tooth. I'm not going to have a crown, so I'm already missing a tooth, most of a tooth right now, so I'm used to that. But if I'm in any pain, I might not record next week. But I think I'll be fine. I've had a root canal before, and I just don't remember what I felt like the day after. I even told my boss, I was like, I'm having a root canal at 3 o'clock on Thursday. If I'm not feeling up to it, I probably won't come in Friday. I don't know yet. I don't know. I think that's all I had. I'm looking at my notes here. I think that's it. So, Monday, if you are wanting to participate in Stitch Quest and want a chance to win a pattern prize, just go chatter or post a picture of what progress you have on a head accessory. Read the little blurb I have for Vela, the Thought Tangler Witch, on Stitch Quest on Ravelry. And just have fun. We'll get a pattern prize drawn on Monday, and I'll announce it in the thread and tag you so you'll know. We'll say $10 and under for the pattern prize. I forgot to announce that initially whenever I announced this challenge. So, sorry. Probably more people would have participated, but we've had a lot of participation. There's like 57 posts right now. That's really awesome. I'm so excited about that. It says 50 readers. I don't know. I like seeing statistics about things like that. The analytics are very fun. Oh, by the way, my pair of eyewear glasses are little knit stitches today. Very fun and colorful. That's all I've got to cover today. I hope you all are having a great week, and I hope you have a great weekend. I am planning on doing that product review this weekend. I meant to order some pieces to go with the product review to make something, but I forgot, so I'm going to have to wing it, I guess. Or I could go to, only craft store we have in town is like Hobby Lobby and Michael's. I think I prefer Michael's. I don't know. Anyways, I hope y'all have a great day, great night, whatever time you're watching this. I will see you next week, hopefully, if not the week after. Bye!